Mr. Speaker, this motion amends the bill by adding $10 million for the Office of Terrorism and Financial Intelligence of the Department of Treasury. This office plays a key role in countering our most critical national security threats by implementing sanctions. As a Green Beret, I have fought in the war on terror, and I can tell you this office is vital to the safety of our nation and preventing war. In light of our current threats, this office requires an additional $10 million to accomplish its goals. This motion will implement sanctions policy towards Russia, North Korea, ISIS, and particularly the Iranian regime, the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism. I am personally well aware of the grave threat Iran poses to the security of our country. I have lived it. I have dealt with the Iranians and their proxies all over the world. They are an enemy of this country and our ally Israel, and that does not change regardless of whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. Colleagues, no one wants war. In fact, we want to drive Iran back to the negotiating table to prevent war, and the best way to do that is to exert maximum pressure on their economy. Because what the regime cares about the most is not the Iranian people, but by lining its own pockets. All indications from the intelligence community are that the economic pressure campaign is working. Iran's currency is tanking. Inflation is on the rise. Oil exports are drying up. And most importantly, Iran is unable to pay its terrorist proxies like Hezbollah and Hamas. Specifically, this motion would fund sanctions on Iran's leadership, on senior commanders of the IRGC, on front companies, and on Iran's terrorist ally Hezbollah. I want to remind this body of the Marines we lost in Beirut at the hands of Iran, the 500 Americans killed by Iranian militias in Iraq, and the U.S. hostages, the American hostages held in Iran as we speak here today, which include a UN worker and a Princeton PhD student. So as a soldier that's had to fight terrorism, no one wants to avoid war as much as I do. My colleagues, I wear a bracelet on my wrist of one of the Green Berets that I lost.
The gentleman's time has expired.
And I wake up every day thinking about how this body can be worthy of their sacrifice. Let's support this MTR and let's work together to avoid another war in the Middle East.